Oh yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah.
So, you're responsible for a lot of these big conversations that happen. Have you ever had any moments you're like, oh shit, this is gonna go real bad? Or anybody that you were like in particular that you had up there that you thought was gonna go bad? Like real bad?
Nah, not really. Not as far as fighting or shooting or nothing like that. I'm gonna tell you, all the stuff that went bad was always internal. The stuff that went bad for me at that building. The Inglewood families fighting the Inglewood families. The Rolling 20s fighting the Rolling 20s.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was all the shit that went bad for me up there. But when I had all the Florencias and East Coast, and I got, we was having a meeting too that night when they met, November 1st. I had some OGs from Pyrus, but I had some Peblos and some villains sitting at the table. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't afraid of them. I was like, man, how we gonna, interact with all these other people up here? But nothing ever happened. It was always internal when there was a fight at that building.
So it's never even been the opposition is within their internal beef, family beefs.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, like you said earlier, like when we was having a gathering, because the homie Gigi, rest in peace, his birthday, he was, he resting now, and he allowed us to have it at the spot. And then he told me, man, make sure you help me keep everything in line. And then we end up fighting each other, me included, with the homies and stuff. But like, so it ain't never been nothing at that particular spot where it cracked off with the opposites, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So Munchie just giving you bits and pieces, but I asked him, I said, man, help me break this up. And then he was going to help break it up, and then the other dude's brother was pushing up on him. So Munchie grabbed him. This dude is probably about 200 something pounds. And Munchie grabbed him, and they went to the ground. And so Munchie was on top and just started getting him. And I was like, man, how the blind dude winning, man?
Because we know the conspiracy. He could really see this whole time.
Right,
that's
right.
the real conspiracy.
Yeah.
No, that's funny though. No, Skipp, hey, no, you need a star on the Walk of Fame for your work.
No, seriously,
No, for real, because they giving all stars to these artists that don't
entertainers,
deserve, entertainers that don't.
See, but you see my shirt, I'm a wolf. Right. So you'll never catch a wolf performing at a circus, man. I'm not an entertainer. I'm serious about this.
I was gonna say this is like real life. Like, do you get rest? Cause this is.
Hey, look, real talk. I ain't been asleep. I don't know what happened last night. I slept like an hour, but I had a lot of stuff to do, and I said, man, I'm gonna crash about 6 o'clock. And then Munchie hit me, and I said, okay, I ain't gonna crash till 8:30 or 9. But yeah, nah, it's hard. Somebody called me 11 o'clock last night, and I answered the phone, and I said to myself, I got to stop doing that because I got to get my self-care. Mm-hmm. So I'm in school at the University of Chicago. So every time I go out there to go to school, that's my rest. That's when I get to sleep and I feel like I'm on vacation, Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's it.
So sorry if I cut you off, do you get a lot of calls from like mothers or single mothers like trying to get that help for their sons or before it gets too bad? Do you get a lot of just parents in general?
I get a few phone calls, I say, for single mothers. I get maybe 2 or 3 phone calls, but I'm in some schools too where the single mothers it's a whole lot of them, trying to get help for their kids, but we're already in school, so we have different classes for them. But what really shocks me is when ladies be calling me and telling me that they want to get a job for their husband. Or they baby daddy's a good dude, he just need a break. Can you help him get a job? And I'm saying, well, where he at right now? Why he not calling me?
I'm about to say, why is he not calling?
Right. I say, I could talk to you 20, 30 minutes and we can create a plan for this dude, but where's he at right now?
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we have job fairs and stuff, and the women will come and say, oh, this will be good for my husband. And I'm like, well, where's your husband? Oh, he at home. He didn't want to come with me. And he ain't going to want to go to work. I had a homie, reputable dude out of Piru. I met his son, and his son said, Skipp, I need a job. So today at 4 o'clock, I was having a meeting. I said, hey, meet me at the office at 4 o'clock, and I'm going to put you on. He called me about 3:45 and said, hey, I'm just waiting on the babysitter, and I'm going to be a little late. And I said, well, I can't fuck with you. Because that's what you're going to do when I put you on a contract somewhere. So I got a contract in Linwood and Compton. If I put him on the contract and he's supposed to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning, he gonna call me and tell me, man, I'm waiting on the babysitter or my car ain't started or whatever. So a lot of people ain't ready, but they wives, they mamas, everybody want to get them working, but they ain't ready to work.
That's just like enabling the behavior. If a woman was to call for, her husband, or, he's not calling, then obviously he's not ready. Because that's a change in your life too. Like, that's a big change in your life.
Yeah.
I ain't got no babysitter. I don't know how old the baby. I would have came with the baby.
That shows determination. Like you determined or something at least.
Like we was like every other 2 weeks or whatever, we had to turn in our papers to Skipp. And then I came with my daughter. I mean, shit. Boom, we about to Uber up here, and then and that's when me and AD had to sit down. So,
right.
so
everybody say I set you up, man.
That's
they
what
was mad. They was mad. Like, why you do Munchie like that, and you snuck AD on him and all that. And I'm like, man, I told you at some point, because what I would do, I would tell them be here at 3 o'clock every Tuesday.
Mm.
Oh.
So what to get the paperwork right. So then Munchie would come about 5 minutes to 3 or 10 minutes after 3. But the AD wouldn't come till 4:30. So they would always miss each other. So this one day, Munchie came and he said, hey, can you take me home? I said, oh, perfect. You can't leave. Yeah, I got you. I got you. So yeah, we waited on AD and he came.
So then Munchie knew at this point while he's waiting to go home that he was gonna have to talk to AD then.
It ain't no I had to.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
no one forced you. I know. I'm just saying.
No, Skipp said like, I'm how you AD holler. You know what I'm saying? But like we always hit and miss. I'm coming, dropping off my papers. I'm gonna keep it pushing, or you know what I'm saying? Or because AD be late to everything. Right. So AD or he gonna show up. So like we hit and missing in this particular time, I was there, and then I had to linger around because he's about to take me to the house. You know what I'm saying?
So and like, what was you thinking in your mind at that point?
No, I hear everybody. And I went through the comments and shit, and it was like, oh yeah, Munchie ain't feeling or whatever, But see, I be just kicking back and I be listening to people talk more so because I don't be knowing who genuine, bro. Like I don't trust motherfuckers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I know who AD is before we even met in 3D. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he know who I am. So I'm more so hearing him out though. And that's what played out on camera. And then I get to get in that Skipp like, man, you set Munchie up, like he on some Ashton Kutcher, but like put punk shit, like he just popped up with him or something. But that wasn't the case and shit. And then to this day, I don't know what year that was, but like me and AD, we be hollering and shit. He be dealing with one of the homegirls, not from the hood though, but like one of the homegirls and shit. They be loving hip hop and all that little shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything like, no, AD straight though.
No, that is good. That's so most of your stories turn out to be like success stories, and for the most part when you have these sit downs.
But if I ever sit down, I don't want it to be with no buster though. That's why I don't mind like talking to no like other dudes like Ron, Kev Mac. I did the thing with Kev Mac. You know what I'm saying? Or AD because he a real one out his section. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be wasting no time talking to somebody that's about to leave here and get beat up because they didn't talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they go, the homies get the chipping on them. Like, everybody ain't gonna get the same respect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You might as well save that shit.
But there was one thing, I wasn't really involved in it, but when the 30s and the 40s sat down, there was this dude that's fluffy as a teddy bear, man. He ain't gonna swing. He ain't gonna fight back. But everybody kept saying, this is who you need to get. So he would get in his truck and go get him. So even though everybody talked shit about him, I'm like, man, you asked for this dude, he went and got him. You asked for this dude, he went and got him. So even though he ain't that guy that could do the talking, everybody that the 30s was saying y'all need to get, he went and got him. So
everybody F with him though.
Huh? Yeah, everybody messed with him.
He probably real community. He been around for years.
Yeah.
Right.
So everybody got in the car with him and said, all right, come on. So it was like, even though he ain't the right guy, he can get beat up tomorrow, but he was the one who was able to bring a lot of people to the table.